can hear that wind whipping a little bit in our microphones as it's pretty steady. Up to center, right center. Already been 2 home runs hit out of the park here in the first 3 innings. It's grounded back to Bentley, makes a nice reaction play to throw on to first for the first out. That'll bring Haley Hines to the plate.
There's another one of those plays where you just have to react. You don't have time to think about making that play or not. And a good job by Riley fielding her position. Calmly making the throw over to Doty.
Hines had a base hit in her first at-bat, then stole a base, came around to score. Bentley that knocks that one down, and that's going to prevent a play from being made. That's kind of a tough play. You don't know if Berg's going to have a chance at that. It was hit sharply up the middle, but Bentley got a glove on it, redirected it, and then Berg had no shot. So a runner on, 1 out here for Paola.
Another one of those reaction plays that you could say maybe better off letting that go, but that's much easier said than done, because your natural reaction as an athlete is just stick that hand out there and try to make that play. And can't fault Riley for trying to make it, especially when she just had one come right back at her and she did make the play.
So Chrislyn Hadlock, the center fielder, stands back in, tried to bunt it on her first attempt there and fouled it off, strike 1. She led off the game trying to bunt it, and then the ball hit her when she was out of the box, so out on runner interference, batter interference, whatever. And then an RBI single in her second at-bat. Stands in for her 3rd plate appearance already against Bentley with a runner on, 1 out, 1-1 count. Swing and grounded to second base. Toots got it. She goes to Berg at second for the force out, and that's all they're going to get is Berg eats the throw, and that'll be the 2nd out in the inning.
But a good job getting the leadoff runner there, and a good decision also by Berg, who maybe made an ill-advised throw earlier in this game. That time, the wise decision not to make that throw, because you just weren't going to have a chance there at first. No reason to risk a bad throw and then let that runner advance.
It's not Lily Jevney, the junior shortstop. 0 for 2. Stands in for her 3rd at-bat. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 to Jevney's grounded left side. Hirschman's come up with it, and she throws across the diamond 5-3 in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. Baldwin coming to bat. This game's tied at 4. You're watching Bulldogs softball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Bottom of the 4th here in Baldwin. Bulldogs came back to tie this game in the 3rd and look to take the lead now here in the 4th as showing bunt is Lauren Berg. It'll be 7-8-9 due up for the Dogs. Scored 2 runs off 3 hits. An error helped out, and they left 2 in the 3rd inning. Ball's fouled off. J.C. Collier back out for her 4th inning of work. She struck out 3, hasn't walked anybody. Almost another strikeout there, as it was just a little bit high. So 1-2 count to Berg. Struck out in her first at-bat, back in the second. Looking to put the ball in play here, and that was just fouled off, not held on to by the catcher, Kale.
When you say just 3 strikeouts, it's almost kind of surprising with as many 2-strike counts as she's had throughout this game. That kind of tells you how well Baldwin has been able to fight in 2 strikes and still put the bat on the ball and make.
There's strikeout number 4 for Collier as Berg down swinging, and that'll bring Kristen Manbeck, the right fielder, up. Kristen tapped right back to Collier back in the second inning. Watches ball 1. 1 out, nobody on here in the fourth. Good eye on a close pitch, so 2-0. It's a good pitch in there, 2-1 now to Manbeck.
And not a pitch when you're in a 2-0 spot like Manbeck was. That's not one you want to go after. That's a tough pitch to hit for a base hit, so good take and come back with a good ball to hit there.
Ooh, that's a line drive. Nice play by Hendrickson, the second baseman, as she reaches up a little bit of a leap, but nice reaction play out there. So second out here in the fourth, and Zoe Crump will have a chance with nobody on, 2 out.
Yeah, just a little unlucky there for Manbeck. Good swing, good pitch to hit, good contact. Just a good play in the field to rob her.
It's grounded towards Jevney at shortstop, and just in time at first to end the inning. A quick 1-2-3. We'll head to the fifth. You're watching Bulldogs softball here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back to Baldwin, a 4-4 game as Paola visiting the Bulldogs for a doubleheader. It's going to be middle of the order, 3, 4, 5 due up here to start the fifth inning. Ellie Smale, the third baseman, 1 for 2 so far, will get her third at-bat against Bentley.
This may very well be the inning that decides who wins this game, Ryan, because Paola, as you just said, in the middle of their order. Baldwin's going to be right at the top of their order. Both of these spots for these two teams have been the most productive for them. So only 3 at-bats to go for each team. This is the inning right here. This is the action inning that both these teams are coming into it looking forward to a chance at a big inning. Very well maybe the inning that decides it.
So an 0-1 count on Smale. There's the pitch, and that ball is driven to left field. That's going to be well over the head of Crump, and it will bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. It's a well-hit ball left by Ellie Smale, and Paola's got a runner on second to start the fifth inning. Bring the catcher Ava Kale up, who's already done some damage. A RBI double in the first and then a solo home run in the third inning.
Yeah, her double was nearly a home run. It went all the way out. One hopped up against the fence, and then, of course, the home run was a no-doubt-about-it shot. So dangerous, dangerous bat right here. And Caitlin Bass going out there to talk with Riley. And you have to believe they're talking about how they want to attack her here. And my guess is with first base now open, not necessarily going to just put her on base, but I think the plan has to be make sure there is nothing pretty right here. You cannot leave a ball over the middle of the plate. If she's going to hit it, make her hit a pitch that's right on or just off the outside corner or inside corner, whichever you feel is your better spot to attack her here.
So Kale stands in with Smale on second, nobody out. Watches ball one upstairs.
And if she watches 4 and takes her base, you're okay with that if you're Baldwin right now.
Ball 2 also upstairs. It's ball 3, and I think you're right, Bryson. Might not be intentionally walking her, but kind of working around her.
Yeah, this is the intentional walk you're seeing right now.
There's the 3-0 to Kale. She's got the green light and pops it up on the infield. Berg's going to have a shot at it at shortstop, and turned out to be a little bit tougher play than originally thought, but makes the catch for out number 1, and Kale is retired. That's a big out for Bentley.
Well, she bailed her out because that ball was up out of the zone, and she was not intending for Kale to swing at any of those pitches, but that's what you do. You make sure there's nothing good to hit, and a big aggressive hitter who's already done damage wants to come up and do more damage, and so you tempted her into chasing after one that was up at the eyes, popped her out. That was perfectly executed by Bentley and base, the battery here for Baldwin.
Base, a nice job to block the first pitch to Michaela Hendrickson. The next pitch is grounded right back to Bentley, and she throws on to first for out number 2, but moving up to third is Ellie Smale. So a runner on third, 2 out for Anna Kane.
Base has been good at blocking the ball, but now, of course, with that runner at third and 2 outs, have to be ready to keep everything in front.
Bentley's first delivery to Kane is upstairs, 1-0. Bentley struck out 1, walked 1. Their 5th inning of work here. Next pitch into third base, slides over, tries to block it, but that gets away from her. And it'll allow Ellie Smale to come in and score on the wild pitch. So Paola takes the lead back. They now lead it 5-4. That's tough. Base tried to slide over and block it, and it just got away from her enough.
Yeah, sometimes with the spin on the ball, there's just only so much you can do, and it can just take. And you also get different uneven ground, and if it just hits on a spot, that's going to add a little extra kick. And unfortunate break, but how this inning started, right, with a leadoff double and then the cleanup hitter who's been so dangerous in this game. I mean, if you can still get out of this just surrendering the 1, I think you're still going to feel pretty good about that, knowing your top of the order is coming up if you're Baldwin.
Got a 3-0 count now, trying to work her way back into this, and she does with a strike. Now 3-1 to Anna Kane. In the dirt for ball 4. It's the second walk issued by Bentley, and put a runner on with 2 out for Avery Winterscheid. Winterscheid stands in 0 for 2, grounded out to shortstop, and then popped out to shortstop. Watches strike 1 in there. Nice pitch from Bentley. It's grounded towards Berg at shortstop. She bobbles it a little bit. Will throw over to first base and not in time. It was a good stretch over there by Doty, but the little bit of a bobble from Berg ends up costing the Bulldogs. So now first and second, 2 out for Emily Morris.
Ideal world there, you'd want to just take that ball and be able to flip it to second, go the short way, and make the easier play. With the bobble, didn't have that option available anymore, and now you're going to make your pitcher work for an extra out.
It's fly to center field. Out there is Darnell, and she is under it for the 3rd out. So first pitch swinging was Morris, and that ends the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of 5. Baldwin now trails it 5-4 on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Back here on Baldwin Sports Live, Bulldogs getting ready for their 5th at-bat here in the bottom half of 5. They trail at 5-4 as the Panthers took the lead back in the top half of the 5th, and now Allie Darnell leads things off as the top of the lineup back up and promptly grounds out to the third baseman, Smale, for out number 1.
I said at the top of the 5th inning that this was the big inning with both teams in the spot of their lineups that's been most productive. Paola was able to get 1 out of that. Baldwin needs to answer.
Here's Carly Toot. She's been on in both of her at-bats, reached on a fielder's choice in the first and then a RBI double in the third.
The bottom 5 in the lineup for Baldwin in this game are now a combined 1 for 10 in this game. So that's why this inning is so important, because if you can't come through and get that run back, at least that 1 run back here if you're Baldwin, that means that bottom 5, which I mentioned is 1 out of 10 so far in this game, they have to come through in order to even give the top another chance to come to the plate.
Toots worked a 3-0 count here, and she watches ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk, and Baldwin has a base runner with a 1 out in the 5th. It's only the first walk issued by Collier. Brings Shayna Doty to the plate, who's done some damage already with a 2-run homer in the first inning. Struck out in the third, and big at-bat here in the 5th. It's popped, and will get down foul down the right of the first baseline. Baldwin's only left 2 base runners on this whole game. Paola left 7 runners on, so a little bit of an indication that Paola's had some more base runners than Baldwin. As you mentioned, that bottom part of the lineup, 1 for 10. Doty, the 3-hole hitter, looking to do some damage here with a runner on. Doty just 1 hop grounds it to second base. I don't know if the tag was there. I think they're going to call everybody safe because the second baseman, Hendrickson, had to take the short hop on kind of a top spinning line drive and then was a little bit off balance. And Toot was able to scooch by her without getting tagged, and then Doty's safe at first, so first and second, 1 out.
I mean, talk about, the game of inches, right?
Yeah.
If that ball gets caught in the air, it's a double play, inning is over, and instead it just short hops in front of her, and it ends up being, instead of inning over, it's 2 on, 1 out. So a huge change here and a big opportunity for Baldwin.
Bring Caitlin Bass, the catcher, cleanup hitter. An RBI double in her last at-bat, and that's grounded to Smale at third. She takes it over to the bag. And that's out number 2. So on first is Bass on a fielder's choice. That'll bring Michaela Hirschman, the third baseman, up. She's 1 for 2. Singled in her last at-bat. Flies one down the line and right. That'll find its way foul. There's the 0-1 from Collier to Hirschman. It's in there, and Michaela's got herself an 0-2 count.
We've had a lot of good 2-strike at-bats in this game. They really need another one here from Hirschman.
First and second, 2 out. Baldwin trails it by 1 here in the 5th. A swing and a miss there. Hirschman down on strikes, and Baldwin still trail it by 1. We'll head to the 6th inning here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Back here in Baldwin, Baldwin Sports Live, brought to you in part by The Bullpen, your locally owned sports bar located in downtown Baldwin City, open 11 a.m. through 2 a.m., Monday through Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. Now serving a great menu of your ballpark favorites, all beef hot dogs and brats. I recommend loading them up with some chili and cheese, individual pizzas, burgers, nachos, and more. The Bullpen is the perfect place to go before, during, or after the games. Stay up to date by following them on Facebook. Understand that we might be on the bullpen, in the bullpen. That's line to shortstop, and Berg makes another nice reactionary play for the first out here in the 6th inning. That was Haley Hines, the 9-hole hitter. So back to the top of the lineup, Christlyn Hadlock. Center fielder comes in 1 for 3. Showing bunt once again and pulling it back for ball number 1. Paola scored 5 runs off 9 hits. That just missed. Base held it there. A little bit longer than usual and try to give the umpire a second look, perhaps.
I had time for a second, third, fourth, maybe a 5th look.
It's 2-0 to Hadlock. Bunting again, taps it foul. It's pretty much all we've seen out of the leadoff hitter, Hadlock, is just attempted bunts. See if she goes back to it. 2-1 count. She is showing again, pulls it back. Ball number 3. Bentley got the first out in the inning on the first pitch of the inning, and now is in a battle with the leadoff hitter, Hadlock. Good pitch there, strike 2, full count. Just a payoff pitch, it's swung on, grounded to second base. On to first, not in time. Hadlock's going to be on.
And she can really scoot down that base path. That is a tough out on a cleanly played ball. Any type of a bobble means you got no chance to get Hadlock.
Yeah, I kind of got shielded off by both the catcher and the umpire. I didn't see, was there a bobble on that play? A little bit of 1 from 2 to second. So.
Yeah.
But like you said, going to be a tough play regardless. Standing in now, Lily Jevney, the shortstop, with Hadlock on first. Paola scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and then 1 in the 5th. Bentley's got Jevney in an 0-2 count. Could use her second strikeout of the game right here. The 0-2 pitch just missed. Tapped foul. Paola's had some chances for some bigger innings, but Bentley's done a nice job to work out of some innings and only allow a run or two in. Swing and a miss, and the throw going to second. The runner's out at second.
Good old strike them out, throw them out.
Throw them out. That's right. We will head to the bottom of the sixth. Baldwin still trailing it by a run here, 5-4. You're watching Bulldogs softball on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Welcome back here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors. Bottom half of the sixth as Baldwin will come to the plate, sending 6, 7, 8. Riley Bentley, Lauren Berg, and Kristen Manbeck due up in the inning. Combined, they are 0 for 6 so far, and so trying to get it going here in the sixth as they trail by a run. Attempted bunt is fouled off, so 0-1 to Bentley.
Not a bad way to try to end that over there. Put the ball in play on a bunt, make them make a play defensively.
Strike in there, 1-1.
Yeah, that time trying to bunt a ball that was at least a foot off of the plate outside. That's a tough pitch to bunt, especially as a lefty when you're kind of falling away towards first as it is.
One and 2 to Bentley's outside, 2-2. Putting up another good at-bat here and battling back from a 2-strike count. Swung on, grounded through the right side of the infield. Going to be a base hit to start the bottom half of the sixth for Baldwin. Bentley will be on. Berg coming to the plate. Berg struck out in both of her first plate appearances, and we'll get a courtesy runner down at first. I believe we'll get who that is. I got the wrong numbers in the rosters. They got so many jerseys, Baldwin.
I think in this case it's correct. I believe it is Riley Cassidy.
Okay, so I hope so. Cassidy will courtesy run it first. It's a broadcaster's nightmare when you have multiple jerseys and multiple numbers.
Yeah, well, these are the gray jerseys. I've got the gray numbers list here, but maybe these are a different gray jersey.
Berg lifts one on the infield, and the shortstop, Jevney, able to make the play on it. So pop out to short for the first out. That'll bring Kristen Manbeck up. She's also 0 for 2. Hit the ball pretty hard in her last at-bat, though. It was a nice play by the second baseman, Hendrickson, who reached up and kind of snagged it out of the air. Showing bunt and tapped, and they'll let it go foul. It was a nice play by Kale and Smale. There's 2 Kales and a Smale on this Paola team.
Well, I guess.
Manbeck swinging, grounds it back to the pitcher. She'll go to first for the second out, and up to second goes Bentley. So a 2-out RBI chance for the bottom of the order and Zoe Crump.
This is a huge at-bat. If Zoe can reach and get this thing turned back over to the top of the order. Darnell's put together several really good at-bats. You'd love for her to get a chance to come up to bat here with the tying run 60 feet away.
Jam shot out towards center. Second baseman Hendrickson's going to throw to third as the runner is going to be out. Bentley was trying to head to third on contact. It was a nice play by Hendrickson to gun her down on her way there, and so Baldwin doesn't get a run in. We'll head to the last inning, the 7th inning. Baldwin still trails it by a run here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumberyard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Welcome back here in Baldwin. The Bulldogs trailing at 5-4. The visiting Paola Panthers come back to the plate here to start the 7th inning. They'll have the heart of their order due up. 3, 4, 5 is Smale, Kale, and Hendrickson. 3 and 4 hitters have really done a lot of the damage here so far in game number 1. So Bentley's going to have her hands full to start the 7th inning. Misses on the first pitch to Ellie Smale. Outside 2-0. Mentioned Smale's done some damage. She's got a single and a ground rule double. 2 for 3 coming into this at bat. Grounded towards third. Hirschman touches it in fair territory, so it's a fair ball. Heading to second. Nice throw, but not in time. That was a bang-bang play at second, but in there safely is Smale, and so Paola's got a runner in scoring position to start 7th.
Yeah, an aggressive base running play right there. That's the time to be aggressive with nobody out, to try and put yourself into scoring position as she does with nobody out. So good aggressive play, trying to force the issue a little bit here, taking advantage of that ball that kicked away from Hirschman, and nothing Baldwin really did wrong right there. They hustled to it, made a good throw, as you mentioned, but just a better base running play by Smale. And now we're back to that same situation here, Ryan, that we had in the 5th with that runner at second, nobody out. Kale at the plate. I would not be surprised to see Baldwin go with the same approach they did with her last time and go the old unintentional, intentional walk and make her try to chase something out of the zone, which she did on a 3-0 pitch. She popped one up that was up at her eyes last time, and I would do the exact same thing again and not give her anything even remotely good to hit right here.
Yeah, I agree with you. We've already seen one double play and had a chance at a couple others, so your infield's been playing pretty well. You can get that force on and maybe get a ground ball, but first things first, you got Ava Kale, the catcher, to deal with. She stands in 2 for 3. She's got a double and a homer. Popped up to short in her last at-bat.
And they did give her a pretty decent pitch to hit right there, and she was only able to foul it away. So now you are out in front, but to me, I'm still throwing out of the zone on her.
Is out of the zone, evens it up 1-1.
Yeah, that's a really good pitch because that's a tough pitch for Kale to do any damage with. So if she goes ahead and swings at it, you're thanking her, and if she lets it go, no problem.
Keeping those pitches down and away from Kale.
That's the toughest spot to do damage with. Not that she can't get a hit off of that, but that's a tough pitch to drive into a gap.
Standing on deck is Michaela Hendrickson, the second baseman. First, the 3-1 count to Ava Kale. Is outside. Be the third walk issued by Bentley, and that puts runners on first and second. Still nobody out in the seventh for Hendrickson.
And that was, again, that was by design right there. They had every intention to walk her unless she was going to help them out again. This time she didn't. Now you got that double play in order. At the very least, if you're Baldwin, you want to try to cut down the lead run here if at all possible and keep that runner off of third base in this situation with less than 2 outs. You do not want that to happen, so try to get the lead runner. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, maybe you can roll one up here.
So Hendrickson stands in, 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Has 2 runners on here, and chance for Paola to add some insurance here in the seventh as they lead it by 1. 2 on, nobody out. Another patient at bat being put together as Hendrickson's worked herself into a hitter's count, 2-0. It's grounded towards second. That's going to kick off a toot and end up in shallow right field. 1 run is in. Next, Kale going to be held up at third. Smale comes in to score. So it makes it 6-4, Paola.
That's tough because that's exactly what you needed right there. In order to turn a double play, you usually need a ball to be hit well, right? You just take that time away of that ball rolling to the fielder. They got exactly what they needed right there to get the double play. Just couldn't come up with the play.
So that'll bring Anna Kane, the first baseman, up, is headed down to second is Hendrickson with a stolen base. They'll let her have that. Takes the force away. Now second and third, nobody out. Nice job by base to block that ball. Already 4 wild pitches from Bentley, and that could have been another, and another run could have came in to score.
A little surprised that the middle infield's not pulled in here. Already down 2 in the seventh. I'm not sure you have the leeway to give up much more.
It's popped up to center field. Darnell's under it. She's going to have to fire home. The throw is going to be offline. So Kale going to come in to score, and the ball kicked away.
Oh, and it went out of the fence, unfortunately.
So the ball went out of play, and that'll allow the runners to advance a base, and so another run will come in. Kale and Hendrickson both in. Now 8-4 Paola. That's just a tough break for the Bulldogs right there. As ball kind of got away and just trickled into the dugout just a little bit.
Yeah, there's just a bit of there's a gate over there that you get in and out of the field, and it was closed, but it just hangs a little higher than obviously the regular fence, and there's just enough gap underneath there that ball unfortunately went underneath of it. And as you mentioned, very tough break to give up another run because you're down to your final 3 outs. Every run important right now, and now you're down 4.
So Anna Kane with the sac fly to center, and that brings Winterscheid to the plate. She grounds it to Berg at shortstop, throws across in time for out number 2. So a good bounce back there from Bentley. She's got 2 straight outs, and Emily Morris, the designated player, will stand in for her 4th at-bat. She comes in 1 for 3. Three runs already in this inning for Paola. They've extended their lead 8-4 now. Baldwin will have a chance in the bottom half of the 7th. Due up, they'll have the top of the lineup, 1, 2, 3. It's right where you want to be if you're trying to get back into a game. Ball's upstairs, evens it at 1-1. Ball's outside, 2-1. Bentley's had a little bit of trouble finding the zone consistently, but hasn't had a whole lot of help behind her in this game. A couple of plays in this very inning. One by Hirschman, one by Toot that could have helped out, but plays couldn't be made, and now 3 runs have come across. 3-1's cut on and missed, fills up the count to Morris. Two out. Here's the full count pitch, and it's upstairs. Another walk. That's number 4 of the game from Bentley. Morris will be on with 2 out for the 9-hole Haley Hines. Had a nice game, a couple of singles. He's 2 for 3 coming in.
With that walk now, what's that, 4
Yep.
times that the 8-9 have reached, 2 from both the 8 and the 9 hitters right now for Paola. That's huge when you can get that kind of on-base percentage out of the bottom of your order to turn that thing over for the top of your order, something Baldwin's not had today.
Hines pops it straight up. Base is going to have a chance. Bentley
Let
was
it go,
also
let it
there.
go,
Now
let
they
it go,
just
let it
need to
go.
Let it go foul. Yeah, you're right, Bryce. It will bounce foul. That was going to be awkward for Base. Bentley was kind of hesitant.
Yeah, that's a funky one because you feel like that should be a base hit, right? I mean, heck, it was halfway to the pitcher's mound, but when they didn't touch it and you know that spin on it, that's why I couldn't help myself. Just let it go, let it go. Good thing they did.
Next pitch is grounded up the middle. Burgle have a chance. She steps on second for the final out in the inning, but we'll go to the bottom half of the 7th. Baldwin needs 4 runs to extend it. You're watching Bulldogs softball on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Back here in Baldwin, Bulldogs down to their last at-bat here in the bottom of the 7th. They trail it 8-4. Paola added 3 in their half of the 7th. Got the top of the lineup, though. Allie Darnell, Carly Toot, Shayna Doty due up.
Big thing if you're Baldwin now is you're not going to get all 4 back with one swing of the bat, obviously. So you have to just have the mindset of get on base, keep the lineup churning, and don't go up there and try to play hero ball because you're not likely going to go up there and hit 4 straight home runs, right? So get some base runners on and then get some traffic out there, get a little pressure on Paola, and maybe you can make it happen.
Good at-bat being put together by Darnell. She's worked a 3-1 count. She singled and reached on an error, been on base twice. That's grounded towards third. Smale has a nice easy hop, throws on to first base for out number 1 in the 7th, and Paola 2 outs away from notching their 3rd win of the year and snapping their 8-game losing streak.
And man, don't you love those ground balls that bounce right up to your eyes? Just easy to play it, switch it into the throwing hand, make the play. Smale's played well over there at the hot corner in this game.
Here's Carly Toot, the second baseman, been on base all 3 plate appearances, reached on a fielder's choice, had an RBI double, and then a walk in her last at bat, and there's a nice single line drive to center field, and so a base runner on with 1 out for Baldwin. Brings Shayna Doty to the plate. She left the yard at the 2-run bomb in the first inning. Has since struck out and then reached on a fielder's choice. Watches the first strike in there, 0-1. J.C. Collier, the pitcher for Paola, has 5 strikeouts. Here in game number 1, he's only walked 1. She's been pretty good, working out of trouble. He's got an 0-2 count on the dangerous Shayna Doty. It's flied to right field. That's going to be a tough play. It's going to drop in there. Up to second, it's going to be a close play, and out on the force is Toot. I mean, that's a tough play. You kind of got to get halfway. She kind of froze, and Hendrickson went back on it, the second baseman. She picked it up and fired to second base for the fielder's choice in the second out in the inning.
Yeah, what makes that so tough is because of the location of that pop-up, right? Because if they don't make the catch, which they didn't, and if they do make that catch, rather, and you're off the base too far, that's not a very long throw then to throw it to first and double you back off. So really just a tough spot to be in right there, and unfortunate for Baldwin.
So Caitlin Bass up. She had a double back in the 3rd inning, drove in a run. Now pops this one way up on the infield. The first baseman coming in to get it, and Kane has it, and that will end this ball game. So Paola takes game number 1, 8-4. Take a break here and come back with the final numbers from game number 1. It's Paola 8, Baldwin 4. We'll have the second game coming at you here later on. Stay with us here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here in Baldwin, it's in between games here, and so kind of the halftime show, which is usually brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. So Baldwin drops game number 1 here to Paola, 8-4. Paola improves to 3-8 on the year, and Baldwin drops to 3-8 on the year. Time now to name our player of the game. Player of the game, I think Bryce picked it. Who you got here?
I'm going with Carly Toot in this game for us. She was on base all 4 times when she came up to bat in this game, reached on a fielder's choice back at the first, came around to score, doubled it with an RBI, and then another run in the 3rd, walked to reach in the 5th, and then singled there in the 7th. So she was productive in every one of her at-bats, a couple of runs, an RBI, a couple of hits. So really good game at the plate. Had a nice turn on a double play in the field as well. So my Farm Bureau player of the game here in Game 1 today is senior Carly Toot.
All right, congratulations, Carly. The player of the game brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. From insurance to investments, wealth management, and financial planning, Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you protect what matters most. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. Time now to check the numbers, brought to you by New Frontier and Tax and Business Services at 608 High Street in Baldwin City, where they'll help you confidently tackle tax season, even highly specific situations. They'll help make sense of it all and meet your critical business needs with minimal investment. Timely, accurate, and reliable services at an affordable cost to help your business grow and succeed. Visit newfrontiertps.com or call 785-594-1204 to learn more.
We will begin in about 15 minutes.
So time for those final numbers in Game 1. Like I mentioned, Baldwin drops it by a score of 8-4. Paola scored those 8 runs off of 11 hits. Only had 1 error, left 8 on base. And for Baldwin, they scored 4 runs off of 7 hits, committed 3 errors in the field, and left 5 on base. As for the winning pitcher, J.C. Collier, for Paola, she struck out 5, only walked 1, did a nice job, only 1 wild pitch. Whole game for Collier, so she's the winning pitcher. Riley Bentley's going to take the loss. She struck out 2, walked 4, and had 4 wild pitches. Paola also stole 3 bases, and they end up winning Game 1 8-4. And so we'll take a little bit of a break here on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll put up the picture-in-picture, I believe, for you, so you can keep a track on what's going on here and when the girls get back out onto the field and get set for the nightcap of our doubleheader here. Paola at Baldwin. Paola wins game number 1 8-4, and we'll take a break here, be back with game number 2 in a little bit. You're watching Bulldog Softball here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized